Hello and welcome to this episode of Joy's World, the motherfucking podcast. It's a bit of a mess in Joy's World. I'm not going to lie. It's a bit of a mess. There's been some changes. Lots of changes that I don't know if I'm happy or sad about. But as I sit here in my loungewear, lounging, I've just decided to accept it. I feel really run down, like I can't even lie. Like I've been doing so much and I'm just like, Fatty, it's time for a break, Fatty. Do you know what I mean? I need a holiday. Does anyone want to take me on holiday? Holiday? Anybody? Holiday, going once, going twice. No, okay, looks like I'm staying here. Yeah, no, I feel really run down. Like I'm getting a cold. I can feel it coming on. I've been taking First Defence. If you don't know about First Defence, you need to know. And the one and only Audrey from The Receipts was the one that introduced me to First Defence. And I'm telling you guys, you see when you get that in your throat, you see when you swallow and you're like, oh, tomorrow or the next day I'm going to have a sore throat. Nah. We don't have time for that. We do not have time for that. First Defence. It's the best thing ever. But the thing is, it puts it off. It doesn't get rid of it. Like, it just puts it off. And I feel like I've been putting it off for about a week now. And so this week, I don't know if it's going to get me. It's going to get me. Like, I keep feeling hot. Then I feel cold. It's a bit, I'm like, I don't know. But whatever. If it gets me, it gets me. Do you know what hasn't got me as a man? Okay, that's a damn lie. Bitch, you lying. Why you always lying? Question, and I want you guys to actually let me know this, right? Do you go with your head or your heart? Head or your heart? Because I don't know. I'm a little bit like... I was about to sing on Kelly, then I realised I can't do that. Sorry. Awkward. But yeah, my mind's telling me something. And my body... Sorry, I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it, could I? I don't know, guys. Also, is it illegal to date more than one person? Not that that's what I'm doing, obviously. That's not something that I would do because I'm a good Christian woman. Joking. Yeah, I don't know. If I were, oh, look at me, English. If I were to be dating more than one, I don't know. If I were to be if I were to be dating more than one person, then it is what it is. No rings on my finger, no one's claimed me. But what people do like to do is try and play games with me. Do you know what I mean? I don't like games. I don't like video games. I don't like board games. I like word games, not gonna lie. I'll give you a little bit of word games, fine. Actually, that's a lie. I do like board games because I like Scrabble. So actually, that's the thing. I haven't played Scrabble in a long time. If anyone wants to play me at Scrabble, okay, I've got a large print one. Okay, I'll fucking beat you. And I use a Scrabble dictionary, so you can piss off. Okay, don't use the normal dictionary. Use the Scrabble dictionary because you get away with way more words. Okay, words that I've never heard of, words that don't even make sense. We just check. My mum says I'm a cheater, but I'm not a cheater. You're allowed to check before you put it down. 100%. 100%. 100%. Also, okay, can I just ask this question? Why do I attract weirdos? Am I a weirdo? Maybe I am a weirdo. I don't know. By the way, if I'm dating you at the moment, I'm not saying that you're a weirdo. What I'm saying is, in the past, previously, in Joy's World, I've attracted weirdos. So yeah, I feel like, I'm not going to go with my gut anymore. But also, can I just say, it's not me. It's not just me. Like, I've got friends, shout out to you, that are also going through a lot of shit. Why are we always going through shit? Like, why can't life just be simple? And why am I talking like that? I genuinely don't know what my actual voice is. Like, I put on so many voices, it's actually a fucking joke. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm over it. I'm over dating. I'm over men. I'm over women. I'm over everything. Like, I think I'm just going to be, and I said this to my friend Fatima the other day. Shout out to you, Fatima. I was like, I think I'm just going to go back on the streets. And she laughed at me. But the streets is where it's at. The streets is where you don't get hurt. You know, I don't know if I can do this lovey-dovey shit anymore, guys. It's really like, it's too much. Like, you know, when you meet someone and then you think they're the one and then you realise that they're not the fucking one. And it's like, what the fuck are you supposed to do? Oh my God. And I'm not really like, what am I going to do? That was a fake cry, but inside I'm crying. I'm actually crying. And then you try and move on with someone else, but then you're like, am I being a bad person by trying to move on with someone else because my heart ain't really in it, but my head's saying yes, but my vagina's telling me. Not my vagina, my heart. I mean, my heart. Why do the men that are good in bed always end up being the dickheads? Somebody answer me that question, because I don't understand. They're the ones that like to play games. They're the ones that don't drive. They're the ones that just annoy me. And then you get the good guys, the guys that are nice, the guys that are normal, the guys that are calm. And they just are just not the best necessarily. I mean, maybe I'm yet to find out about one particular person, but what I'm saying is, why do us girls always want the wrong person? Or is it just me? It's definitely not just me. Anyways, I recently came back from a trip to Wales. Where did I go? Newport. That's it. I thought I said Newcastle. No, Newport. I went with Fatima. Woo, woo. I think I said in a previous episode that I can't actually tell you guys why, but soon you'll find out next year. But yeah, we went. And can I just say, it was so funny traveling with Miss Fats Timbo, because she's like a celebrity, right? Like, we're at the train station, right? Just wheeling our suitcases along. Imagine, so Fatima's little, I'm blind, we are great double acts, okay? We went to Marks and Spencer, yeah? I was like, babes, I need a chicken sandwich. But they were high up, so she couldn't reach them, but I couldn't see them. So I said, working together, we get the job done. So she's like, up. And she's like, left, right. And I'm like, this one. Guys, I'm telling you, me and Fats, great team. So yeah, that was, it was so funny. And shout out to Hamza. Is his name Hamza? Yeah, Hamza at Paddington Station. Big up to you. He was so funny. We he drove us in that buggy thing, and he was like, he had a really nice beard. I literally was like to him, I was like, I really like your beards. And he was like, oh, thank you. I was like, do you put beard oil in it? He was like, no, but I've just ordered some. I was like, oh, okay. What is wrong with, why am I like this? Family was looking at me like, girl. I was like, no, but it's really nice, isn't it? Like, it was like really full. Like, oh my God. Sorry. Let me compose myself. No, do you know what it is? Beards do something to me. Like, they make my vagina tingle a little bit. Like, I really like a bit, like, I like a beard, but then I'm just saying, if you're a man and you don't have a beard, I also like that as well. So I don't know. No, I'm joking. No, I don't like anyways, what I'm saying is, a little beard is cute. Yeah, like, I just like to touch it, right? But a full, like a full beard, just, but you have to keep it clean, obviously, and nice, and do you know what I mean? But I'm just saying, if it's a full, oh, it's just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Not everyone likes a beard though. I know Dee don't like a beard. Shout out to you, Dee. Love you, Dee. She don't like, she likes a man to be clean shaven. Absolutely not. Also, girls, do we prefer men that shave their balls or not? I feel like I do. Okay, I don't want too much hair down there, because it just gets in the way. Do you know what I mean? But then also, if they were like proper like shaved, I'd be like, what? That's my job, not your job. I don't know. Like a happy medium? Somewhere in the middle, I think, would be best. But anyway, sorry, going back to me and Fatima at Paddington Station, right? So yeah, Hamza was really nice. And then, sorry, I literally was just losing, I just thought about the beard and then it was all off track, right? But yeah, it was really funny. Like, Fatima is a little celebrity. I love her. And yeah, it was funny. Like this girl came up to us on the train. She's like, "Are you Fats Timbo?" She's like, "Yeah." And then she's like, "Can I take a picture?" And then here's me. Do you want me to take it? Not me being a blind photographer. Boy. I mean, the pictures came out great. So let's just relax. But yeah, it was interesting experience. And also what was interesting was that Fatima got to see kind of like how my traveling experience is. So like she was like, we got off at Paddington and I booked assistance. So when I get off the train, someone went to meet us, take us to wherever we need to go. And a few times, you know, no one was there. And then one time, yeah, when we got back, when we was on the way back, there was a man there and he had the buggy and there was a older white woman waiting to get on it. And he was like, "Oh, did you book assistance?" We was like, "Yeah." He was like, "What's your name?" Looks at the list, obviously saw our names on the list. And then he was literally like, "Oh, I've got 2 other people to pick up down there, so I can't take you guys. You're going to have to wait for the next one." And Fatima was like, "But she booked it. Like, what? Why do I have to wait for the next one?" And then he literally was just like, he radioed up to them. And it was so weird because obviously we could hear, like, they're on their walkie-talkie. And he was like, "Oh, I've got 5 people. I can't take 5. Bearing in mind the other 2 people were not even on it yet. It was me, Fatima, and then the older lady was all together. And she was literally like, "Oh, are they getting on?" And he was like, no, I've got other people to get. Anyways, so he radioed up to them and he was like, "Oh, I've got 5 people." And then they were like to him, "Oh, there's no one else. Like, you're just going to have to manage." The way my guy just scoot went off, like he didn't care. He literally left us. He was just like, "Nah." Fatima was so pissed off. She's like, "Nah." And she's like, "Joy, like, if this happened when you was on your own," I was like, "Babes, this happens all the time. This is why I need a boyfriend that can drive, because I'm not doing it. I'm not about this train life. I don't like it. I don't like it. Do you know what it is? Yeah. I don't like relying on other people. Like, I hate it. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous." But yeah, I was telling her like this, babes, this happens all the time. All the time. Shout out to my blind people listening and watching, because yeah, you guys know, you know the struggle. But the worst one was the one, you remember, like you're gonna answer me. But I did an episode about when I went to Malden and the guy was just rude to me. Like, he was literally just like shouting at me. So that was even worse. I would rather they didn't show up at all than turn up and shout at me. And it was really annoying because actually, like, other than that, he was really attractive and I totally would have sat in his face. You know what I mean? Also, can I just say that men, they always come back. Yeah, they always come back. Oh, shout out to Ella Air. If you know that song, you know that song. But yeah, like, if you're talking to a guy, things don't work out. You might block him. You might just delete his number. Sometimes I do either or. If they've pissed me off a lot, I'll block them and delete their number. But they always find a way, or it depends. If we've kind of like left it amicably. Oh, that's a good word for me. Oh my God. Amicably. And now try and spell it, Joy. Okay, moving on. Yeah, they always manage to come back somehow. So yeah, there was a guy that I was speaking to. I hope he doesn't listen to this. But yeah, there's a guy that I was speaking to a while ago and I really liked him. It was cool. We had a few differences, but it was cool. Literally messaging every day, talking every day. Everything was cool. I was like, okay, I can get used to this. And then he told me he was going through things with his family. I'm like, okay, cool. And then he just kind of changed. Like, he went really weird and quiet and just changed. Like, when we were speaking, it just wasn't the same. So anyways, locked it off. I was like, okay, look, I don't have time for this. I'm a big woman, you know. I'm a big fat woman. I don't have time for games. I really don't have time for games. Anyways, so we stopped speaking for like a couple of weeks, months. I don't even know how long it's been. And then all of a sudden he pops up again. I can't remember how this time, but yeah, I've got 2 phones. So I feel like he messaged me on my other phone. But yeah, so he came and I said to him, I was like, "But what's changed? Like, what do you want from me? Like, what's changed?" And he's like, "Oh, I told you I was going through things, but it's sorted now, and I'm really sorry. Like, I shouldn't have like treated you like that. Blah blah. Like, I should have like communicated." I was like, "Yeah, communication is kind of important, little bit important in a relationship. You know, not like the most important thing, but just like the most important thing. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Like, if you're going through something, cool, communicate that with me, like, whatever, but don't be a dickhead." Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know. So basically, yeah, he wants to talk again, and I'm a bit like, no. In my head, I'm like, "Joy, girl, you know that this is not going to work." And I know that already. Because the thing is, for me, yeah, like if you stop talking to me, like if you cut me off, as in like air me, ghost me, you didn't really ghost me, but yeah, if you stop talking to me or you start being weird, I'm just like, okay, I'm done then. Like I don't have time for weird people. I don't have time for the weird shit anymore. Like I really don't. I don't. Anyway, so I was swearing at him on the phone one time, like this was like the other day, because he was pissing me off. I swear anyway, everyone knows this, right? Listen to my fucking podcast. I fucking swear all the time, right? And I hate it when you swear and then people are like, oh, don't swear at me. Don't swear at me. I'm not swearing at you. I'm just swearing in general. So fuck off, dickhead. That's swearing at you. Do you get it? But if I'm like, oh, it's fucking raining, that's not swearing at you. It's just swearing. Do you get it? Do you get it? I know what I mean, and you guys know what I mean. So just stop it, right? So, anyways, he put the phone down on me and texted me and said, "Why are you swearing like a drunk Irishman?" I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna lie, it did make me laugh. Drunk Irishman. Shouted to the Irish. Top in the morning to you there. What's the crack? Yes, a drunk Irishman. That's me. Joy. I think that's a really good Irish accent. Shout out. Does anyone from Ireland listen to my podcast? Could you just let me know that? Thank you. Like, give me a message. Like, send me a message on Instagram and tell me if you're from Ireland and you listen to my podcast. That's so hard to do, like, to keep it going, you know? And also, like, I don't know, like, what's Southern Irish and Northern Irish? Like, what's the accent difference? I don't really know. Do you know what I mean? But I really want to go to Ireland. Okay, I'm losing it a little bit. Hold on. I really want to go to Ireland, you know. Did I tell you guys that I had an Irish guide dog instructor that I really fancied? Like, oh my God, I can't believe I just said that. Oh my God. And one of the blind people that I know is going to go back and tell him I know this, but I think he knows this anyway. It doesn't really matter. But obviously nothing happened. Nothing happened at all. But what I'm saying is he was Irish. And I remember one time I said to him, I was like, oh, are there any black people in Ireland? And he was like, yeah, but we keep them hidden away. Sorry. You can't say that. You can't say that. It's fucking rude. Guys, who wants to go to Ireland? Let's go to Ireland. Is this Northern or Southern Ireland? I don't know. No, what was that? No, sorry, that was... Where's Belfast? Alexa, where's Belfast?
Belfast is a city in the eastern part of Northern Ireland.
Eastern part of Northern Ireland. So, so Belfast is in Northern Ireland and everybody knows that, obviously. Duh. Ugh. When I was going to okay, I'm going to stop talking about that. Sorry, it's very addictive. You know what I mean? When I was going to Wales, I asked a friend a very stupid question. Okay, you might think it's stupid, but I feel like this is a genuine question. Listen, I had a Bishopsford education. You just have to remember that. So I said, do they use British pounds in Wales? And my friends and the cab driver were looking at me like I was fucking crazy. I'm like, okay, cool. I was just asking because, like, does Scotland use pounds as well? In Ireland, do they use pounds? I don't know. But what I'm trying to say is, like, obviously Wales is a different country, isn't it? It's part of the UK. It's part of the UK, but it's a whole different country. So how do I know they didn't have Welsh dollars or something? I don't know anyone in Wales. Shout out to you who live in Wales. Yeah, if you're from Wales and you listen, please message me because I was in your city. Not your city, your country. I was in your country. Do you know what? Any man or woman that wants to date me, please don't think you're getting brains or beauty. I don't know what you're getting, but you ain't getting them two things. Like, I'm like, beauty? Are you mad? Look at me, buffing. But yeah, no, you're not getting the brain. I've got a lot of forehead, but nothing in there. I'm sorry, but that's fine because you can be smart and then you can teach me about. Sorry, that my TV is really bright in my face. I don't know what happened then. Mad. But yeah, so I just think that was a genuine question. Do they use British pounds in Wales? I realised that yes, they do. They do. Also, I was telling Fatima, this was a long cab ride, guys, right? I was telling her that I saw this TikTok. I feel so no, this one I know I'm a donut, absolute donut, yeah. But I saw a TikTok and It was like someone made a cup of tea and they put sugar in it and they stirred it, and then they was doing like a voiceover, and they was like, and did you know that if you turn it the opposite way, the sugar comes back out? And then it went the opposite way and then the sugar came back out on the spoon. And I kid you not, the next time I made a cup of tea, did I not stir it and then try and stir it? No, honestly, obviously nothing came out, yeah? Just for those of you that want to try it. But then, like, I said to Fatima, I was like, so obviously now I get that they probably just like reversed the video. And she was like, Joy? I said, okay, cool. But it looked very realistic. Okay, like they stirred it one way, there was no sugar. Then they stirred it the other way, and then the sugar came out. And it was quick, guys. It was quick. It was quick. And I didn't realise that you can reverse the video. Well, I realise that now, but what I mean, I didn't realise at the time. I genuinely tried it a couple of times and it didn't work. And now I feel like an absolute dick. But guys, imagine, I stirred the tea and then I stirred it that way. And I was like, why is the sugar not coming back? No, okay, that one, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I was tired that day. Maybe I was drunk that day. I don't know. But I'm just trying to find an excuse as to why I thought that was gonna work. Be honest with yourselves though. Would you not do this? Nobody would do that because that's really stupid. The sugar evaporate? Yeah, evaporate. Listen, guys, I can't have beauty and brains. I can't. Like, I've got to have one. And if anyone says you don't have either, suck your mum. Word to collect you. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Listen, whatever, innit? We all try things, okay? I can't believe it. Actually, I can't. Also, can I just say, yeah, it's I bought some sage because somebody that I used to know, no, I still know him. Somebody that I know was like, yeah, get some sage. So now I've got all this fucking sage, yeah. But the problem is when I burn it, it reminds me of him, and I don't want to be reminded of him. So now what the fuck do I do with the fucking sage? Does anyone want some fucking sage? Tell me, and I'll send it to you in the post. Fucking sage. Fucking sage. Oh, no, calm down, Joy. Fuck the fucking sage. Okay, I'm gonna buy some incense. I always want to say incest. No, incense sticks. That's what I'm gonna buy. Yeah, get his bad energy out of here. No, I'm joking. You didn't have bad energy. It's a complicated story, guys. One day. Episode 113. I'll tell you. I'm actually joking. Don't hold me to that. But yeah. I just can't. It's like, do I get rid of everything that reminds me of him? I mean, it's only really the sage, and anything we'll have to. I'm never going to try food again. Never. And I don't know why I'm whispering. He's probably going to watch this because he's obsessed with me, and he's going to want to know if I speak about him. And here I am speaking about him, so I'm definitely giving him what he wants. Also, can I just hate men. I really do. I can't. And I joined a lesbian dating app, right? But it's not accessible, so I don't know what to do. And like on my Bumble, I've changed it to like men and women, but I still get mostly men. Where's all the girls? Where are the girls? Where are the girls? Here come the girls. The girls. Anyways, I don't know. Yeah. But that app I've joined, it's not accessible. It doesn't read it out. It doesn't read out stuff that it needs to read out. What am I going to do about this, guys? I need to go to like some lesbian clubs and bars. Sorry, guys, my fridge and my freezer. I'm just making weird noises, like, you know, the wine fridge that I never defrost, and then I've got a freezer underneath it, and I think they need defrosting. But yeah, before we go into that, I'm going to leave it there. It's been good catching up, guys. This is good. Do you know, this is like therapy. Do you know what I mean? When you can't afford therapy, start a podcast. Fantastic. Love that for me. But yeah, there have been some changes at the team here at Joy's World, the podcast, but it's fine. We move. We absolutely move. Positive changes. I'm going to try and keep myself well. I bought some honey, some lemon. No one told me to put ginger. Is it ginger or garlic? Ginger. Don't tell me to put ginger in it because that's fucking disgusting. But I can just about do honey, lemon and rum. Any excuse to drink rum. I'm going to fight this cold. Throw away that sage. Honestly, if you want some sage, just let me know. Just let me know. Just let me know. If you want anything, just let me know. I'm a nice person, you know. Like, I'm actually quite open. Not open legs, just like not open mouth, just let me just shut my mouth. I don't know why I'm like this. Do you know what I mean? Some people call it crude. I call it honest. Honesty is key. Also, I met some really nice people in Wales, so shout out to you. I can't wait to share that with you guys. But yeah, I'm done. Remember to follow your dreams. And follow me on Instagram at Joy's World, the motherfucking podcast. No, it's not that. It's just at Joy's World, the podcast. Follow me on TikTok at Joy's World, the podcast. Follow me on Twitter at JoyXOXO. Email me if you're a hot guy or a hot girl. Joy's podcast at hotmail.com. Remember to stay happy and live your best life always.